It is electric in the Wells Fargo Center for the WWE Championship. John Cena, Mark Henry.
Cena's reluctant to come out.
You saw the wide open eyes of Henry.
Right into that big knee. That is why.
Henry wants a methodical, slow pace to be able to punish and destroy Cena. Cena needs to stay away from the world's strongest man.
I disagree with you. Mark Henry doesn't care the pace. He just wants to win the title. My hook, my crook, it doesn't matter. This is about legacy.
Henry claims he deserves to be WWE Champion.
That battering ram of the head of Mark Henry. Everything on this guy hurts.
I don't agree with that. I don't think anybody deserves to be the champion. I think you have to earn that championship. You have to win it.
Ooh. Henry says the championship will validate his career.
I don't think I said he deserved to be king. If I did, I misspoke.
No, Michael Cole said that Mark Henry felt he deserved to be champion.
Henry said he'd sell out his mama and his family for the WWE title.
He pretty much sold out the family when he used them as that part of that elaborate hoax to get his hands on Cena.
And Mark Henry first cover of the matchup and a near fall on the champ.
But it worked. Mark Henry's here in the championship. He got what he wanted. And to Mark Henry's point, John Cena has rules he lives by. Mark Henry does not.
Oh, big head though.
Mark Henry, remember, said that there's lines that John Cena won't cross because of his goodness. Mark Henry said he'll cross any line to get what he wants.
I saw that last week.
Man, this is dangerous.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Mark Henry understands he can't let Cena be counted out.
Yeah, Henry's got to pin or get Cena to submit to win the WWE Championship.
While Mark Henry was right after him, he'll take no chances here.
Got to happen in the ring as Mark Henry continues to try to inflict punishment. There's the strength of the world's strongest man, and John Cena rib first out of the steps.
This is looking like an old-fashioned East Texas beatdown.
John Cena was uncharacteristically tentative when the matchup started. A reason why. Henry, cover. Can he win the title here? Cena's got to power out, but every time he powers out now, it's going to bother the midsection of the ribs.
Well, you're right about that. Look at this one more time. Oh! John Cena dropped right across those steel steps.
The world's strongest man is hell-bent on one thing, and that's becoming WWE Champion.
Mark Henry. Just time across the back of the neck.
I'm going to mark all those 17 years he's been here. I've never seen him more focused.
Again, rolls into the cover, is it enough? But every time Cena, and Mark get frustrated here, but every time Cena kicks out, it's forcing Cena to expend more energy. Listen, Mark Henry's no dummy. He knows Cena's got heart, he's got resilience. He's not an 11-time champion for not having that. Mark realizes he's gonna have to beat Cena down to take the title tonight. And Cena trying to muster some offense for the first time in the matchup tonight.
Look at that drop
kick, but Henry's still on his feet.
Can you face Mark
And
Henry?
he runs right into the wall.
That big drop kick from John Cena, you see it very seldom. But it didn't work. Didn't even phase the huge Mark Henry.
Mark Henry, who had a Money in the Bank pay-per-view a couple of years ago, crushed the ankle of the Big Show. Look at this. Mark Henry just slinging Cena around the ring and out of the ring as well.
Giant swing. by a giant.
Watch and listen to this impact.
That's not even an offensive move. That is just monkey butt ugly and effective.
John Cena has been able to do nothing thus far against Henry.
That wasn't even an offensive move. Mark Henry just launched himself into John Cena.
Let me ask you this. Does it seem like John Cena's off his game or out of his game a little bit, that he's playing right into Mark Henry's game?
I agree.
Can't seem to get out of it.
I think Mark Henry got in Cena's head a few weeks ago. Cena hasn't been able to refocus since then in a barricade.
How can he not be off his game? Cena's a huge guy. To be thrown around like that. Cena realizes he's not in the ring with a strong guy. He's in the ring with the strongest man in the world.
And he's in the ring with a man who wants it. Mark Henry desperately wants the WWE title. He's going to do anything for it.
Mark Henry has not let John Cena breathe.
He realizes tonight is the night to cement his legacy, to ensure he'll always be remembered, to become a legend. That's what tonight's about for Mark Henry.
First of all, you have to convince yourself, you have to believe it. Mark Henry believes it now.
And I think John Cena does too, which is why Cena's behind the proverbial 8 ball throughout the first part of this matchup. Cena trying to use his quickness now.
I think Mark Henry believes in himself. He believes in himself. Look at this!
Too much!
That's why Mark Henry believes in himself.
Henry flattens Cena. Can he take the title? And Cena manages to get the shoulder up.
I think Cena's starting to realize that AA is out of the question.
Yeah, shades of Monday night, but Cena couldn't deliver the AA. Tonight, he couldn't get Mark Henry off his feet before Henry fell back on Cena.
Remember at WrestleMania, Ryback tried to pick him up on his shoulders. Ryback got crushed, and Mark Henry beat Ryback.
You see you at my feet, boy.
And now the trash talking. How unsettling must it be to have Mark Henry dominate the match and then talk about it?
And how unsettling was it be for John Cena to realize that his best move he is not able to execute.
Mark Henry trying to twist the head off the neck of Cena.
It's as unorthodox as you can see.
Yeah, but that's what
Mark Henry is
all about.
just mugging John Cena.
Mark Henry's never did anything pretty in his 17-year career.
Nice
Everything's
kick.
been unorthodox.
Aggressive string by John Cena.
John Cena can pretty much go toe-to-toe with anybody.
Well, he's doing that here. John Cena, shoulder tackle. Usually that'll knock a man down. Not that time. Second time, Henry's down now.
Off his feet for the first time.
Yeah, but can Cena capitalize? Can he take advantage? What's Cena gonna do here? Cena, side suplex.
Could barely get him up, but he did. Cena may hurt his back.
He may have. Got him with a 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah, but what do you do now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
This is the guy, John Cena, who defeated The Rock in front of 80,000 people, who now is looking at this.
Yeah, but The Rock
confused.
doesn't weigh 400 plus pounds.
That's
Cena
correct.
going for the AA.
look at
Can he get him up there?
His leg
And
might
not
buckle.
enough. John Cena cannot get Henry up for the AA.
What
It's
do you-
been established now. And is this enough for the contender and a kick
What do
out?
you do when you go to the well and the well's dry? That's what John Cena's faced with right now.
Look at this. John Cena with everything he had, every ounce of strength, and it was just too much weight.
Get your ass up, boy.
It's not just the weight, it's the distribution of that weight.
Henry,
This is a huge man.
and almost with ease, Henry's able to get Cena up on his shoulder. Look at this. And Cena countered. Great counter by Cena.
Great counter. Tried to hook that DDT and didn't quite get it all the way in.
Yeah, but Henry went face first, and Cena looks to take advantage. And maybe more importantly, buys himself some time to regroup.
You see now why John Cena's 11-time champion pulling everything he's got out.
Yeah, there's no quitting Cena. There's no doubt about that as he
No
goes
way.
for the AA again. John Cena's got him up. John Cena's got him up. Cena got him. Cena got him. Cena got him.
I can't believe he got him up.
Now what does Cena do? Now what does the champion do? He won the one mental battle, getting Henry up and delivering the AA, but then Henry kicked out.
Boy, this really has to mess with John Cena's psyche. This has got to screw his mind up right here.
This is a guy who's been in every battle you could possibly be in the last decade.
Look at his look, John.
It's like
It's a bewildered look on the face of Cena.
Yeah, it's like, did that just happen? Did I just deliver my patented attitude adjustment and it had no effect?
Cena can't believe it. And now it's going to be high risk time. Cena realizes he's got to go above and beyond here.
This is where John Cena could make a mistake.
See a Philly WWE man to the background. Cena top rope.
Mistake that could cost him a title.
John Cena caught in midair.
Wow.
250-pound man caught flying off the top rope. Mark Henry pulls it in on the championship. Mark Henry's legacy.
Destiny.
Now a kick out. Cena kicked out. Cena kicked out of the world's strongest slam.
Unbelievable.
John Cena. You got to admire the champ's guts.
Of course you do. He's one of the greatest of all time.
This is incredible.
Watch this catch. And then, watch this plant.
Well, Cena's one of the greatest of all time. Is all he's doing is prolonging the inevitable.
Mark Henry, though, can't believe it. Henry trying to regroup. Oh, in anger, just ripped the protective covering off the turnbuckle.
Scott Armstrong trying to get that turnbuckle back on.
Watch it, watch it. Mark Henry's got to be, well, not quite sure what Mark's doing here because Mark Henry's got a pin or get Cena to submit. Can't be disqualified here.
You know what, guys, I don't understand this because if Mark Henry gets disqualified, he can't win the title. What's he thinking here? Is he that desperate?
Referee Scott Armstrong, you hear him telling Mark you can't do it this way. Oh, wait. A distraction. Mark Henry exposing the turnbuckle on the other side. And Mark Henry paid for it. John Cena. And now Cena going for the STF.
He got him up there.
I can't believe he got it on him.
Submission maneuver.
Oh, it's on, it's on.
The AA didn't work. Will the STF work? John Cena. Mark Henry's plan backfiring.
What's Henry going to do? Cena will break your leg.
Trying to get...
Look at Henry's leg.
And he gets there. Cena's got a break. It is thunderous in Philly. Cena's got a 5 count.
John Cena's hit him with everything. And he hasn't won yet. What can he do?
He's got to go back on the attack. Mark Henry shoving both Cena and Cena into the official. Oh, look at that. A low blow. A blatant low blow. The official didn't see it. Covered by Henry. Gonna steal the title. Cena stays in it.
He stayed alive.
Official Scott Armstrong never saw the low blow from Mark Henry. But John Cena, perhaps on only instinct, stays alive.
I'm not sure if that was a low blow. It may just have been a kick to the shins. Oh, look at that look.
Mark Henry's a desperate man. He'll do desperate things. He hits this. We have us a new WWE champion.
Back to the world strongest slam. Cena again picks the ankle.
Got him again. He's got him again.
STF tied. STF tied.
And once again, immediately, Mark Henry starts crawling his way towards that bottom rope.
Whoa. Cena dragging Henry back to the middle of the ring. And he locks it in again. Henry pins it. Cena's done it. Cena's done it.
This match, and still WWE Champion, John Cena.
All I say is John Cena has quite the warrior. He was completely psyched out in this match. Just kept hanging in there, kept swinging at that big old tree until he knocked it down. What a great victory by John Cena.